Hello, this is the Pirate Gamer 12 here, and today I want to do a video on my Sega Genesis collection because, well, I did one a really long time ago, but obviously nowadays that's very out of date, and I just want to fix that. I'll probably even delete that video just because it's so out of date. But anyway, let's get started. I'm going to start with my more oddly shaped loose carts, and then get to the more standard ones, and then get to my box stuff. Alright. Sonic and Knuckles, obviously, it's Sonic and Knuckles, awesome stuff. Virtua Racing, actually a fairly decent port considering the hardware. A pretty fun racing game, although I do prefer Virtua Racing Deluxe over that. Game Genie, that's what I use to play my Japanese imports. Road Rash, awesome game. Really good stuff. One of my favorite Western games on the console. Desert Strike, not too familiar with that. Seemed alright from what I played though. And the Dual Test Drive 2, a fairly decent port, considering, well, it was on the computer, on the Amiga, I believe, and then ported to the Genesis. The Amiga version's a lot better, but that port's still not too bad. Alright, now my more standard shaped carts. Hard Driving, actually a little underrated, not a bad game. Vector Man, actually not that familiar with it. Seems alright from what I played, though. Road Blasters, awesome game, a really nice arcade port, too. Ren Stimpy, Stimpy's Invention, haven't really played this much, seems okay, I guess. Not amazing, though. Arcade Classics, Centipede, Missile Command, and Pong. Honestly, this is kind of crap. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, what can you say about it? Awesome game. Unfortunately, the label's kind of dingy on this, but whatever, it's still Sonic 3, and I have it, which is nice. Race Driving, it's basically like, I don't know, DLC to Hard Driving. Still not bad, but a little lazy for a sequel. Pac-Man 2 New Adventures. Kinda crappy, to be honest with you. It's an interesting idea, but just not very well done, in my opinion. Miss Pac-Man, pretty nice port. Williams Arcade's Greatest. Actually, this is really cool. Ports of a bunch of Williams Arcade games. I kind of forget which ones, though. I think Defender 2 / Stargate, Joust, Sinistar, and Robotron. Actually, they're really well done, too, and it's not emulation, obviously. Pretty impressive stuff. And very nice, too. MiG-29 Fighter Pilot, a decent flight sim, I suppose. Although on the title screen it says MiG-29 Fulcrum. I don't know what it is about that. Paperboy 2. It's okay, I guess. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. I have not played much of this at all, but it seems pretty decent from what I played. Really should play that more, since apparently it's a really, really good game. Well, Sonic 2. What can you say? It's Sonic 2. Really, really good stuff. Championship Pro-Am. Really nice game. It's basically a port of RC Pro-Am from the NES, except with better graphics and music, in my opinion, at least. That's a re-release as well. That's Red Label. F-15 Strike Eagle 2. Honestly, the only reason why I have this game is the music by Matt Furness, which is really good. The rest of the game is decent. Combat Cars. Kind of like the music in this game, but the game itself is kind of at best. Sonic the Hedgehog, not for resale. Still a really good game. Super Thunderblade, actually pretty underrated. I actually kind of like this game. I don't know why it gets so much hate. Alright, Vapor Trail from Renovation Products. Really, really good shooter. One of my favorite shooters on the system for sure. Check that out. Really, really nice music that goes along with it. Genesis 6-pack has Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On. Very nice compilation, but obviously I'd prefer to get the separate releases sometime. And I do have a few separate releases of some of the games on there, but not all of them. Lion King, have not played that much. Phantasy Star 4, one of the best RPGs ever made, in my opinion. Really amazing game. And Streets of Rage 2, another one of my favorite games on the console. Really amazing game. Amazing music by Yuzo Koshiro as well. Alright, and let me get my light here as well, because the lighting in my room really sucks. There we go. And actually over here I have two loose Japanese Mega Drive games. Alice Kid, The Enchanted Castle, and Gyarados, which is a really fantastic shooter. One of my favorites on the system for sure. I might even like it more than Vapor Trail. Check this game out. It's one of my all-time favorite games on the Genesis for sure. Alright, here are my box and complete in box games. I'm not going to open these, but I'm just going to say if they're complete or not complete. 688 Attack Sub. This is complete, and it's a fairly good naval simulation or sub sim, I guess. Alien 3, actually not a bad game. Really nice music in this too. This is also complete. Altered Beast. This is just boxed, but as you can see, it's actually signed by the two guys at GameSack, Joe Redford and David White. Really cool stuff, and actually a pretty underrated game as well. I have no clue why this game gets so much hate sometimes. And this is the only one I'm going to open because, well, it has this sticker with it, which is really nice. There's that game, really cool. Bonanza Brothers, unfortunately, it is complete, but it's in really bad shape. Too bad, too, because this game is awesome. Chase HQ2. This is boxed, but not complete. It's in pretty good shape, though, and it's actually another pretty underrated game. Gets a bit of hate, but I like it. It's just, it's not the best port ever made, but it's still pretty playable and very fun still. Sega Classic Columns. It is complete, although it does have a bit of a crack in the case, as you can see here. It's Columns, quite a good thing, quite a good game. Decap Attack, awesome game. This is boxed but not complete, and it's in fairly good shape. Another boxed game. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, really good stuff. Awesome puzzle game. F-22 Interceptor, actually quite a good flight sim. I find it to be, personally, the best flight sim on the Genesis myself. That is complete. Final Zone, another renovation game. That is boxed but not complete. Pretty underrated, fairly underrated game. It's actually pretty good stuff. There's that. It's like a kind of a shooter, somewhat similar to Granada, as you can see here, but I'll talk about that later. Forgotten Worlds, a really good shooter. That is complete as well. Game Ground, another one of my favorite Genesis games. Really good stuff. It's kind of an action strategy game, if you get what I mean. You just can't rush into the place or you'll just immediately die. And actually, this is a Mega Drive. This is the Mega Drive version as well. Really nice stuff. Granada, another one of my favorite games on the Genesis. Fantastic little overhead shooter, as you can see there, by Wolf Team. Okay. Gunstar Heroes, awesome game. That is boxed but not complete. I forgot to mention Granada is also complete, and Game Ground is too, if I didn't mention that. John Madden Football 93, I don't care. It is complete, but that's it. Junction, interesting puzzle game, but I really suck at it. This is complete and in pretty good shape. Jungle Strike, boxed but not complete and in kind of rough shape, but it's there. The Lawnmower Man, actually very underrated. Really cool run and gun game with some pretty nice virtual reality segments as well. Another Mega Drive game, Outrun. This is complete and in fairly nice shape, but the card's a bit dingy on the top. PGA Tour Golf. Actually, I kind of like this game. I don't know why, but I just do like golf games. I really love Neo Turf Masters as well, for example. That's complete. Rocket Knight Adventures, another one of my favorite games on the Genesis for sure. Fantastic stuff. That is boxed but not complete. Shinobi 3 Return of the Ninja Master, awesome game. That is complete. And in pretty good shape too. Sonic 3D Blast, another underrated game. Actually quite good stuff. This is complete but in horrendous condition, as you can see. I would never buy a game like that anymore, but I was a bit of an idiot back then. Sonic Spinball, that is complete as well, and actually in really nice shape, except unfortunately for a bit of a coffee stain here, but otherwise it's near mint. Steel Empire, a really good shooter. This is boxed but not complete, but it's in pretty nice shape. Super Hang-On. Complete and probably my best shaped Genesis game. This is absolutely flawless. That is complete as well. T2 the arcade game, also in really nice shape and complete as well. Pretty good game too. Toy Story in kind of rough shape, but it's boxed but not complete. Surprisingly good game too. Another one of my personal favorite games, another renovation thing. Valis 3. Awesome stuff. Really fantastic game in my opinion. One of the best on the Genesis, once again. And my last boxed game, Zero Tolerance. Actually pretty cool to see a first-person shooter on the Genesis here. This is boxed but not complete, and it's kind of messed up at the top. And I missed out one thing, but I'm not sure if this really counts as my EverDrive right there. And really quickly, here is my Sega Genesis and the Model 2 Sega CD. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's just it's a high definition graphics model. I also have a Model 2 Genesis, but that's in another room, and I can't really get to that right now. Okay then, thank you for watching.